All right, yo. So the next documentary I want to cover is called Tiger. HBO did it, knocked my socks off. And on the eve of golf season, I'm ready to break 85 with my Sunday Reds on.
You're not gonna break 80s.
85.
Yeah?
87. I shot 87. I shot pretty good, bro. Like,
damn.
Shout out to my dad because he took me between 12 and 15 years old, like religiously. Okay. And so he got me into it. And then I kind of like with other sports, I played a lot of other sports and more seriously, and then now that I'm more playing a lot of sports leisurely, I've really picked up golf again. Shout out the boys, we're gonna have a big summer. Shout out Remy for booking the tee-offs because I never like doing them, but he shows up and he books them, so thank you. But let me talk about this documentary because this was absolutely crazy because I was not... I'll say I was not of age to really take in the Tiger come up when he was actually happening. Yeah. So this documentary really put it in perspective for me, and it was interesting. So some of the takeaways I want to talk about is, man, he fucked a lot of women.
Bro, he went in.
He went in, bro. He went in.
But he was like, but so did, you know what I mean? Like, so did a lot of athletes in the 90s,
I don't know why he was ridiculed so hard in the public eye.
Me neither.
We do know why.
Oh, because he was married.
He was married, and even I don't even remember people in my family. I'm not going to name names. My dad was a diehard Tiger fan, so he was not one of them. But the women in the family were very mad at him, and I'm like, they're not as mad. People are getting way too mad. I think it was more so he was black at the time. The person
at the time.
Well, in fact, that it was like he's anyways whitewashed as hell now. Anyways, but the chairman of the Masters, when this happened, he made a statement about and downing Tiger Woods, and then in the documentary, some PGA employees or members made comments, and they said, "There's no way we should have attacked Tiger for doing something outside of the sport. You know, like there was no reason to do that."
It was like a crazy witch hunt for sure.
The craziest thing that happened about this is he actually got caught 3 years prior. With another woman, but the company that caught him was owned Esquire magazine and Men's Health.
Was it? It was both of them.
Yeah, so Esquire magazine owned Men's Health, and Esquire magazine back then was a tabloid. So being a tabloid, they caught Tiger cheating, but they said to Tiger, "If you go on the cover of Men's Health magazine, hey, we won't run the story." To me, I'm sitting on the couch eating my popcorn. I'm like, easy move, baby. So then the documentary just shoots the cover of Men's Health magazine. I'm like, just clapping and whatnot. Anyways, they caught him again, and that's when they really ran the story.
That's crazy.
So there was a lot of takeaways. It was interesting.
Yeah, but it wasn't just like one, bro. He had like a whole slew.
Of course.
He had a bunch.
Like before the Australian Open. He had to. So there, he's like, he called this girl. He's like, I need to see you. Like, I need to see you. He flew her out from New York to Australia.
Wow.
Esquire magazine had a
big
reporter
baller,
on that's
fucking
crazy.
Dollar shit.
Like, I can't even. Well, you know.
Yo, let me ship. Actually, there was for the Grammys that one year, Leonardo DiCaprio like shipped out his like eyebrow person.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
Jesus
talk about
Christ.
This guy. Talk about. What is he talking about? All this save the planet and all this shit. Meanwhile, you're paying
100%
for private jet gas.
Yeah, he had a lot of controversies. Like, so one of the craziest thing is, actually, after seeing this documentary, they showed him so many blonde women. He only dated blonde women exclusively. And the reason why Jeff, it's pretty gangster reason. So his dad used to teach at a country club in I can't remember. I think it was Florida, if I'm correct. And he had a Winnebago. So he was known to teach little blonde girls.
The shaggin' wagon.
And then he just bring it back to that shaggin' wagon and crush. And the person in the documentary looked at the screen and said, "I'm sorry, Tiger. I gotta say this." And basically, the person that said this was a friend of his dad, who was a golf coach as well. Damn. And they were like just saying we weren't the best examples for Tiger growing up.
Just breaking it off.
Just breaking it off. That's right. As opposed to with discipline in sports, they were very good.
True.
But it put me back on my blonde girl grind, bro. Like these Swedish.
Stop this.
Oh my god. Anyways, the doctor's blonde might as well be. Anyways, fuck it. So we'll see what goes on. There was a 2-part documentary which was interesting. The one thing I really thought when he was on his come up, there was a point of where Nike looked at Tiger when he won his first few majors, and he said, "We want to run a commercial." And the commercial was, do we want to play the race card or do we want to take the high road? And Tiger Senior, can't remember his name. What was his name? Fuck. Anyways, Tiger's dad and Tiger both were like, we're playing the race card. And basically the commercial was, I've won majors, but there's still places in the world I'm not allowed to play at the course. Could you imagine that? You're winning.
That's crazy.
You're
like
winning.
Where?
You're winning in the NHL of golf for people, layman's terms.
Where?
And there's still rinks for quote, to put it in tangible terms, that you're not allowed to skate on, or there's still golf courses that you're not allowed to step on. First of all, change the name of the Masters, because if you look at the name behind, if there's a deep rooted history behind that, and that will get. I think the PGA will eventually get to it, but I do not like the thing that I want to wrap up
like
here.
Masters and like.
Do your homework. I don't want to get into it, but I do not like. They even said in the HBO documentary, there's an underlying racist tone of the Masters, and I just want to wrap up this segment because I don't want to drag on it for too long. But they even said the PGA, the tournament CEO of whatever, the person that ran the tournament had a press conference. A personal vendetta against Tiger to drag Tiger. He said verbatim, Tiger has let us all down as golf fans. Bro, if an NBA player has an affair, Stephen A. Smith is not coming on First Take and talking about the affair and saying, hey, how does it affect all young NBA players? Golf, personal life, separated. That's all I'm going to say. I think he was mistreated.
They hit up Kobe pretty hard.
They
though,
did, but
and they hit up Roethlisberger really hard.
No
they
count.
did hit up the guys that get like, but that's obviously with like rape charges and stuff.
Of course, it's different. It's okay. We can't talk in the same.
It's not like.
But all I want to say, to wrap this segment up, is I'm mad at the way that black athletes are more harshly treated in the media eye. You definitely saw this in the HBO documentary. HBO, you did a great job of breaking it down, and I appreciate you for putting that piece of content, because I think everyone needs to go watch this documentary. It was amazing. That was my personal takes on it. Fuck, it was just amazing to see the footage of him and all his young girlfriends. It brought me back to my heyday.
About the golf.
Nothing about
the golf is crazy, bro.
But to see him walking down the course and just droves of people, I'll say it, droves of white people chasing this one. It looks like a messiah. It looks like something out of a movie. And I'll say it, and at the same time, it was just it was breathtaking to see. I'm gonna wrap up with that because it was so crazy for me to watch. I implore all of you to go watch Tiger, the documentary by HBO. A lot of takeaways. Tiger, keep killing it. You will be Jack Nicklaus's 17. Good luck.